5, 4, 3, 2, are you ready?
What is up, children of the Commonwealth? It's Papa Jellybean. I am back with another build. This build has taken me close to 3 weeks. It's fully decorated. What I tried to do was make it different from any other mod that I've done. I haven't released it yet. I have one issue that I'm working on. So I'm making this video kind of ahead of time because maybe somebody will be able to help me with the situation. So without further ado, let's take a look at what kind of a mess I've made. So here we are, we're on the dock, and as you can see, I've done up the dock a little bit more than what I usually have. And as you can see, there's fish cutting stations, there's weigh stations, so I've done the dock up a little bit more. Now what I've done is I've made those little, I've got two little like garages on either end so that you can decorate. I did not decorate in there, but you know, so you can put some stuff in there. And of course we have the weighing stations. Now here is the issue I'm having. My settlers won't move. I've never come across this, so if anybody out there has an idea, please let me know because I'm trying everything I can think of. So as we come over into here, what I've done is I've made this little watershed. So in here you have your water purifier. Now, as far as the water purifier and slot machines and everything, those you will have to wire up yourself. So this is basically the dock area. So now as you enter the settlement itself, you're greeted here with the Welcome Center. So you come in here, you check in, and you know, speak to the guys that are in here. And then if you feel like just resting before you continue on throughout the settlement, I've made these two little rest areas. So here's kind of a view from up here. So now we have this little rest area. You can grab something to drink, you know, sit down, just relax. If you have to go to the bathroom, there are bathrooms set up. Now what I've done differently is there are 12 residential houses. So when you first come in, you're going to be greeted with these residential houses. We're going to look at one. We're not going to look at all 12 because then that really make the long. Now you're going to see grass coming through the sidewalks and the cement. I've done that on purpose. Kind of give it that overgrown little bit look that although it is a separate island, sometimes there are maintenance issues like grass and everything that do cause trouble. So that is done on purpose. And as you can see, the caravanners do show up here. So we're going to back up just a little bit. So here are the residentials. There are 12 of them. Nice little sitting area on the porch. And then as you come in, there's your lovely kitchen, little bar set up there, little bookcase. Now here's the idea, like I've tried to do as much decorating as I can. Also, a lot of what I used, if you need it, you can take it. These little robots in here, you can take them. And then, of course, nice little sitting area at the top of the stairs. Some cigarettes there for you to smoke. Then you have your bedroom area. And, of course, we have the bathroom. And as you can see, anybody that has followed my builds, you will see that, yes, I have done a little bit more decorating than I usually do. Now, I will not be releasing an undecorated version. No, I will not delete things and re-upload the mod. This mod is meant to be used the way it is. If you do want to delete anything, feel free to delete it. But I will not be doing it, and I will not be uploading an undecorated version. I've worked very hard to get this to where it is, so I do not want to change it. And like I said, settlers just stand there. If somebody could please help me with that, I'd really appreciate it. So there are 6 sets of houses. There's 6 over there and 6 over here. Now we're going to go in here. This is going to be where all your vendors are. Now, like I said, I've done my best to decorate it the best I could. I try to use straight vanilla assets. I try not to use anything but vanilla assets just to make it easier on the player. So here's the general store. And then the resident is all set up and ready to go. And of course you have the little office area here with some safes here, you know, in case you want to have a smoke. So like I said, a lot of what I have used, you can take and use it for yourself. And over there is this beautiful pool area I put in. We'll be getting there. Like I said, oh sorry, I forgot. Another thing that I've done is I've set up this area here. See, this is what I don't understand is my followers will wander around in here, but I can't get the settlers. So like, is it an AI issue? Is it in the scripting for the followers? Is that all different? And then of course over here we have the armor shop. Now, the next 3 shops do have these lanes. The general merchant shop does not have these because basically what you're doing is you're going to line up here and you may want something done to your armor, or you may want to line up, you know, to purchase something. And of course here's the weapons shop. And then the clothing shop. And then what we have here is my version of the Harbor Grand Hotel. This is one of the areas where I did it different. I kind of built it up. Give it like a little bit of a park setting. And I put in a couple of these vendor cards that you can assign settlers to. So what I've tried to do is make sure there's lots of places to assign workers. So we're only going to do the main floor of the hotel just to save on time and space. So as you come in, you're greeted with the lobby. Now all the rooms are just my basic rooms that I do. Nothing special, nothing to write home about, just your basic, fully decorated. Now we're going to quickly go up to the 3rd floor. Okay, so these are basically how are all the landings. I'm sorry for going so quick, but I'm trying to make this video short. But I've done so much in here, it's just, I don't know. So when you get to the 3rd floor, you come to these doors, you open these doors, and what I've done is I've set up this little patio area, and it is on both sides of the hotel. And of course, there's a little bar area that you can assign a settler. Ooh-wee, I almost forgot where it's going. Where was I going now? I got myself lost in my own settlement. Can you believe that? How the heck do you get lost in the settlement you built? Well, leave it to me. Yes, I'm blonde. All jokes aside, I'm blonde. So that is my version of the Harbor Grand Hotel. So, like I said, I've worked on this for 3 weeks, and I wanted to make everything so different. Okay, so over here, now here's one of the differences that I made. This is the hospital. Now, a lot of the stores, I've done this little kind of decorating porch. Now, the hospital is 3 floors, and in a minute, you're going to see why it's 3 floors. So, of course, you come in here to the main entrance. Your receptionist here. You open this up here, and this is the clinic. It has these torture devices. They say it regenerates health, but they're more like a torture device. Of course, you have the memory pods. And then you line up, and you wait in line, and you make your appointment. And then while you're waiting, there's a little bit of a bathroom there. And then, of course, here's where you pay all your bills. And, of course, we have the doctor's office if you need to see a doctor's. Now, here on the 2nd floor, you do have your clinic here. And like I said, you can assign somebody here. And then you have the bathroom on either side of the counter. Just in case of emergency. And then what I've done here, as you can see, on this side here, we have the barber. These are all linked to the workbench. And then on this side, if you need any kind of a surgery, again, they are all linked to the workbench. And then up here on the 2nd floor, the lobby is basically the same. What the difference is, if you need a longer stay, there's 2 rooms here on either side that do have hospital beds. So that there is the hospital. I'm getting dizzy. How about you guys? Am I making you guys dizzy? I really apologize for that. And then right across from it, we kind of got what I call the police station / Minutemen headquarters. What I've done is I've put a floor in where any visiting Minutemen will have a place to lay their heads. So of course you have your main lobby here. Your 2 bathrooms. And then over here 2 offices. One for Minutemen maybe, or one for the higher ranking police officials. I'm just going to turn my, there, that's a little bit better. Seems to be getting dark. I missed the stairs. Charlotte distracted me. And then, of course, up here on the second floor. Now, on here, oh, I know what I forgot to do. It's a good thing I'm not releasing this right now. I forgot to put the jail doors in. So it's a good thing I'm not releasing this right now. But you have the jail cells on either side. And then what I've done on the third floor, this is where I've made it up for the Minutemen. Come here, they got a little pool table there, coffee, a couple coffee machines, water machine. And then if they get tired, they have their sleeping quarters. With some lockers to put in their personal stuff. A little place there to hang up their rifles. And of course we have their bathrooms. Oops. You know, I'm a terrible tour guide because I run all over the place. I make all these little boo-boos and make the watchers dizzy and bounce all over the place. Oh, excuse me. And also I forget where I'm going a lot of times. I keep losing my spot. And then what I've done is here, I've built up this little area. I kind of made my version of the Drummond Diner, and of course the pub. The parlor. Now the parlor is 3 floors. On the main floor, like I said, there's the slot machines that you do have to wire up. Then we got sitting up here in the area, a couple bars there. Some pool tables all set up, ready to go. And of course, here's the second floor with just some nice little setting. What I did, instead of table and chairs, I kind of made it like a lounge area where you have these beautiful seats to sit in. Now, unfortunately for me, I made it where you have to run all the way around to get to the third floor. Now, what I've done on the third floor is you can use these rooms either for the bar staff or you can rent them out to travelers who do not want to stay at the hotel. So we'll just go into this very first room here. And this is what I put in here, like a little maintenance room. And then all the rooms are your basic rooms that I do. And I'm glad I finally got the doors to work. I usually have a hell of a time with the doors. What I want to do, and I spend a lot of time, come on, get out of the way, you. What I do, I spend a lot of time learning different things. I'm currently have an empty cell that I use for experimentation. And I'm trying to learn how to make the doors automatic. I'm learning how to do light switches and everything. So I'm constantly learning. Because like I said, I'm trying to bring bigger and better settlements. Oh, look at that beautiful sky. I never noticed that. You can tell the sun's going up. So we're going to come over here across to my version of the Drummond Diner. So I put this counter in here. You can assign somebody to it. You do have the working stoves. I did not put anything in these shelves. And the second floor is identical to the first. Then we come out here, and I've set up this little patio area overlooking the water and another bar. So what I've done is I've made sure that I have provided lots of areas for the settlers to work. So we'll just come over to this side over here first. And over here, I put in a little laundromat. I always do that. I always put a laundromat in. So as you can see, like I said, it is fairly large. We're like 20 minutes into the video and I still have not finished showing everything that I've done. So as you can see, there's a lot done. So this settlement is basically ready to go. And of course, here we have the crafting hall. So I've done a lot of different little things in here. Now, I think this may be the culprit. I don't think I've set it up properly. I think that maybe, I'm not sure. And I've also put a radio beacon in. So if you want to use the radio beacon and take your time with the settlers coming at their own pace, you can use the radio beacon. If you do want to populate your settlement quick and fast, you can use this NPC spawner. So I always provide both choices. And then over here we have the farming area. Little tool rack there, you can put some tools on. And if we come through this gate, here's your farm already all set up. And then finally, yes, we're at the final section. We have the pool area. As anybody knows, I love putting pools in my settlement. The only difference with this one, what was easier to do, was I already had the water. So I didn't have to fiddle around with the water. Put in a little couple waterfalls. And then I have all these sitting areas around here. And it's all fully decorated. The beautiful night sky. And then, of course, again, I put in a couple bars. So like I said, I have made it so that, you know, you can assign settlers to a lot of different places. We do have the work benches, the pommel horses. And if nobody wants to sit, just want to sit at a picnic table, grill up some food, they're all set up and ready to go. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is High Rock. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. The algorithm will love you. I'll love you. Everyone will love you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Move your mouse a little to the right. And hit that bell icon so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. Also remember, wherever the journey takes you, may the road rise up to greet you. I'm Jelly Bean, and thank you so very much for watching.